how to create products in Stripe so that you can take people's money. Right? You don't actually have to create your products directly inside Stripe. You actually can create products natively on your TekMatix account. However, if you're going to be charging for membership subscriptions or payment plans, you actually are going to have to create that product inside Stripe so that you can actually verify and authorize those automatic card deductions. So I recommend, just as best practice, just create all of your products in Stripe. Get used to doing that. It's going to make things a lot more organized for you when it comes to your accounting and tracking sales anyway. So I recommend that you just get used to adding products into Stripe, and then you can connect those products to any offer or any checkout, any web page, or any funnel you can create in your TekMatix account from that point onwards. So all you're going to do first of all is log into your Stripe account. So I'm just going to do that and pause the video for a second. Alrighty, so once you're inside your Stripe account, you're going to move along to the menu tab called Products. And basically, every single item that you plan to sell from your TekMatix account needs to be created inside your Stripe account as a product first. So go to Products, and then you're going to click Add a Product. From there, you're going to use its name. So let's pretend this is going to be, I'm going to have to find a product now for me to work with. Let me just go on back to my products, and I'm just going to find one as an example. Okay, so I'm going to use my, here we've got a special ebook offer. How much is this? $55. All right, so I'm going to basically create this as a product inside Stripe so that I can connect that Stripe product to any of my landing pages, any of my checkouts, and any of my funnels. So let's go on back to Stripe, and I'm going to type in book bundle, or I think it's called book offer. Okay, 3 times books for $55. Now try and make a habit of calling it the actual name that it is. So I'm just going to copy and paste that one back over here. All right, so give it the actual name. You may like to put a brief description in here as well. Always press additional options. You never know kind of what might be underneath here. Statement descriptor, when you hover your mouse over this, will override whatever is your primary Stripe settings. So at the moment, I've got in my primary Stripe settings that when anyone buys anything from me, it says sarahcordner.com. You also can have labels, other labels to describe what your products actually are. You may choose to do that. You may not choose to do that. I'm not going to give you advice on that. This is your tracking. It's your accounting. It's your business. Only you can decide whether you want your products coming up on people's bank statements as your name, your business account, or as your product name. All right, but I'm just letting you know that that's what that does. Okay, other little things that you can do in here is you now need to decide, is this something for an item? Standard package just means one item. Standard pricing means an item, a thing. So usually if you're selling courses, if you're selling ebooks, digital products, coaching programs, it's pretty much always going to be standard pricing. Alrighty, then you're going to choose your price for that particular product. So in this case, mine is $55 US. Now this is great because, by the way, you can have different currencies for different products. Another reason why it's so important to add your products in Stripe rather than relying on the overall currency setting inside your main accounts. Then, is it a recurring payment, i.e. is it every single month? Or is it one time? Now, by the way, you may also see this lovely button here. I may be able to add in like the equivalent of what that would be in AUD, which is $84. So if you do have people that complain if they see something only in one currency, you can also add the multiple currencies there. I avoid doing that on account of the fact it causes confusion for people. People do get confused very easily. I do recommend just sticking to one universal price that everyone's going to kind of be able to translate into their own currency. But it's important that you make sure you collect whether it's recurring or it's a one-time payment. In this case, it's not a membership, so it's a one-time payment. And the next thing we want to do is we can add in price descriptions. I'm going to leave that blank for now because the name of what they've purchased is already there. All right, so we can add other prices if we want to. So for instance, you can add in a one-time yearly price if you like. I'm not going to do that at this stage. I'm just going to have one simple price. Once you're happy you've got your product and your correct pricing in there in the right currency, then simply go and press Save Product. That product will now exist as a saleable product inside your Stripe account. So I would go through and just add all of my different products. My internet's being a tiny tad slow here at the moment. But now what you can do is when you go into your payments section on your TekMatix account, you go to products inside that section. You can now import these from Stripe. So I don't know if my one's gone and saved over here just yet. It seems like it's not saving for the time being. It's because we have an error over here. So I'm going to actually delete this price because I didn't fill it in. Save product. So now it's saving. So this, the great thing, if anything's wrong, Stripe won't kind of let you proceed. So now that should work. If I just give this one a little refresh over here, it's always a good idea just to refresh your page if you update anything in Stripe. And now, when our internet catches up with us, boom, boom, boom. Now we can go back to our payments. Let's close this because I'm not using that SMTP. Go back to products. And now we're going to import from Stripe. And this is now where I can go and look for that special book. What was it called? Offer, ebook. I can't even remember what it was. Is it not saving? Maybe I need to refresh that bad boy too. All right, cool. And it's called Book Offer. So let's try again. It might just not, might need some time to load. Sometimes you do have to sign out and sign back in again. So it's not quite there yet. But if I'd signed out, signed back in again, or just let this have some time to actually pull over, it would show up here and then I could simply click it. And now that product would exist on my dashboard. For now, I might just pull in this one for the time being. The cool thing is, if you're ever selling a service that requires setup fees, you can actually allocate a setup fee. I know, let's pretend like me, you help people set up their, their online accounts for something. It could be that we have a one-off fee that we set up at the beginning. Anyway, I'm going to import this product from Stripe. And actually now it shows that price has come over from my Stripe account. We'll see if the other ones come over just yet. No, it's not come over just yet. But now you can see some of my other products have all come over. I think it just needs a moment for that to happen. But I could actually now just pull in and import all of these prices from Stripe. So now when I actually go and sell something in my offers, for instance, if I go back to sites and courses, if I actually wanted to create some kind of offer in here, it's actually going to be easy for me to allocate products directly from Stripe to particular checkout pages and to particular offers, really, if I was going to create something in here. So for instance, it will now drop down and it will pull in all of my products that have been pulled in and imported from Stripe over here. We're not going into that in this particular lesson. We're going to be talking about how to create those landing pages or checkouts or offers in other videos. But I just wanted to do this particular video because it is one big step on its own for creating those products in Stripe and then pulling them over into your TekMatix account so that you can then go and work with those on landing pages, on checkouts, and in offers later on. If you've got any questions, you can comment below or contact us on support@tekmatix.com. Happy teching. Bye.